Well, it's just not a free market. So one cannot sing the chorus of free market conservatism while we operate in the reality of today, where just a few major platforms have a disproportionate say in what people see and how they're able to process information. I think that what Republicans ought to do is motivate the Department of Justice to aggressively pursue litigation, because legislation is unlikely in an environment where big tech has bought off Congress. I think big tech's probably got more than one lobbyist for every member of Congress, and then they lay on their campaign donations to get the outcomes that they seek. And I am more, I think, confident in the Trump administration taking bold executive action to vindicate our rights to free speech than I am Congress suddenly posting up on their big tech overlords.
And do you think some of the big tech overlords are anti-American?
Yes, look specifically at Google. They pull out of projects with our military, then they work with the Chinese military. They even send some of their top talent to go and engage in joint ventures at Chinese universities that have been pumped full of personnel and cash from Chinese military officials. There was an effort that Google had to develop a search engine in China that would have censored information that the Chinese Communist Party didn't want, and it's hard not to see the corollary between that and the censorship that Google is engaging in our country.
Well, it's incredible, just our use of Google. So if you think about it, 90% of all internet searches go through Google. And if they have that ability with the algorithms and everything else, they really filter what we see and how we think. It's incredible. So there was some discussion about Republicans accepting donations from Google. Do you think that Republicans shouldn't take money from the big tech organizations?
I don't think Republicans, Democrats, Independents, or Whigs should take any Washington PAC money. That's why I don't. I'm the only Republican returning to the Congress that doesn't take any PAC money from anybody, because the American people are my only special interest. I do think it's a challenge when you've got these big PACs laying a ton of cash on political campaigns and then asking for favors in return. It's quite literally money in exchange for favors. That renders politics, what should be a noble profession, dangerously close to the oldest profession, and it's not something I'm going to be a part of.
Do you think that this money has any sort of influence over why not much has been done to tackle big tech and the power and influence that they have over Americans?
Of course, the millions of dollars that big tech spends on influence peddling, whether that's donations or their PR campaigns, those things impact the public policy choices that we make. I think far too many in the Congress not only act as a consequence of PAC donations, they act as a consequence of their family members getting hired by big tech for jobs that they wouldn't otherwise get. So the corruption is multi-layered, it's deep-seated, and it allows big tech to play an oversized role in American democracy, a democracy that should be powered by the people of our country, not by a few Silicon Valley monopolies.
Well, we're going to have to leave it here, Congressman. It was great to see you, and hopefully I'll see you back in Washington, D.C. sometime soon.
Can't wait, Steph.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.